Hey guys, it's Lauren with Fun, Fit, and Fabulous. Thanks for joining me today as we make ABC French toast, which means apple, banana, and cinnamon. So first, let's talk about what we're going to be using today. We need 1/4 cup of almond milk with 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I already mixed in. We're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of unsweetened applesauce, 2 Eggland's Best eggs, and then the whole wheat bread of your choice. I'm going to make about 6 pieces. You might be able to get 7 out depending on how juicy you like your bread. So it's really simple. All we have to do is mix all of our ingredients together. So starting with our almond milk and vanilla extract. Next we're going to add in our applesauce. Good, our 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I always make a mess with the cinnamon. And you can add more or less as you like. I like things really cinnamony. And then our 2 eggs. Going to use a fork to scramble it all up together. When I'm making French toast, I always like to use a square container to mix all my ingredients into. It fits nicely with the bread, so you're not trying to put a square piece of bread into a circular dish. Make sure you get all that cinnamon stirred in nicely. I'm making a little bit of a mess, so that's okay. While you're mixing all of your ingredients together, you want to make sure you're heating up your non-stick skillet. And you might want to use a little non-stick cooking spray so your bread doesn't stick to the pan. So we want that on about medium to high heat. Alright, then we're going to take our bread and just lightly place it in our mixture that we just made. And how much you dip it in there is kind of up to you. Don't be afraid to get a little messy here. Then we're going to place it into our pan. My pan allows me to make 2 at a time, but you can just make 1 or however many you'd like. Good, so we're going to leave that in there. Use our handy dandy spatula. So after those sizzle up for a little bit, good, so you want to make sure that your skillet isn't too hot or it'll sear your toast as soon as you put it in there. So medium to high usually works pretty well. You can smell the cinnamon already. Once it has a chance to cook on both sides, flip this one over. Looks like this one flipped a little too soon. We probably should have waited a little bit longer, but that's alright. Perfect. So you want it to cook long enough that it's dry on both sides. So you don't want it to be wet any longer. So we'll just give it a few more seconds here. If you have one of those really long skillets, that's really great for making French toast because you can just line them up. So I'll give it one more flip here so it can cook on each side one last time. I definitely don't win the flipping award today. Good, so after they're cooked nicely on both sides, you can kind of tell because they'll be dry like I said. We'll bring them over here onto our plate and we can fix them up with whatever toppings we like. So I like to stick with fruit toppings, nice and healthy, so I'm just going to place some sliced up bananas on top of mine. Just like this. You can also use peanut butter or almond butter, cashew butter. Perfect. And then once we get our bananas on, if you'd like to add a little bit of syrup or honey, powdered sugar, All of those taste very nice on top of French toast. And there you go. ABC French toast in less than 5 minutes. Thanks so much for joining me again, guys. My name is Lauren, and I hope you have a great day.